Well, we're back, and fortunately for me, the fast travel allowed me to go back to the camp and get my potions stocked up and everything. So that was good. And let's see what's going on here.
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough.
Probably lots to do in this village. What does it say here? Market. Market for what?
Is there something you need?
In Orlesian. Interesting. Raider longbow. That looks nice. Templar shield. Expensive stuff, though. Spiked mace. High level requirements. Hand hammer. Angled blade. It's a dagger. I think the best items, the most expensive, the rock crusher. Yeah, could be worth investing in it. No, it's a mall. That's a mall. What am I looking at? Dwarven rock crusher. Spiked mace is still, that's pretty good. Level 8 requirement, though. Pretty far away from that. What about armor? Does she only sell weapons? Okay. Well, let me sell some stuff then. Yeah, I mean, no offense, Iron Bull, but... Gonna sell all my stuff. Some coin. I don't want to sell... Well, I guess... doesn't really matter. Not sure what this is. Prayer stone. Say I'm doing pretty well coin-wise at the moment. Sold a lot of stuff. And the priority, of course, is to speak to the... So many widows and widowers. It's crazy.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
Of course.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. You are Dalish. My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways as we could. Though I know we are as children to you. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the Tablestones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Ah, Dwarven bookseller. What sort of books does he sell? Oh, schematics. These are schematics. All tier 1 stuff, though. Not really all that useful, to be perfectly honest. I'm finding pretty decent items without having to craft any. I hope that's not the case. Loot. Loot. guess I can give him a belt. Payback Warcry ring. That, why am I not using it? That's good. Belt. That's good. And Amulet of Constitution. Yeah, that's useful too.
I'm pleased to hear it.
For some reason, I thought that was the pub or the tavern we're supposed to be going to. I gotta say, it is a huge, huge improvement over Dragon Age 2. They made a lot of improvement to that.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her. I heard rumors.
Okay, this must be it, right?
What
No.
do you need?
Okay, more weapons and stuff. Well, let's see what the guy has. Masterwork Scout Armor. Ooh. Only for a rogue, though. Really nice, though. Inquisition Scout Hat. Free Marshes Helmet. Superior Hunter. Vanguard. Hunter Mail. Nope. So this guy just sells armor, basically. Good to know. Where is the bloody... Where is this? There we go. Walk forward, forward, forward. He's not doing...
If those rumors are true, an apostate are attacked.
But, I mean, look at the build of Corp. I mean, it makes sense as a mage. She looks really cool, but can you imagine this kind of build, this physical build with a two-handed sword or a maul? I mean, look at her. How on earth, right? But she's a mage, so that makes sense. There we go. Rebel Mages.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
Alistair's mother.
First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Man, my Inquisitor looks cool. That is a shot to be remembered.
Skip the pleasantries, you know why we're here. You came all the way to Valreo to invite us.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royaux since before the Conclave.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Valreo and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
What about the giant hole in the veil that's spewing demons everywhere? You're just going to pretend it isn't there?
I am not forgetting the breach, but we can only fight one war at a time. The Templar threat was immediate. If we live, we can worry about the torn veil.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
Or you planned on
It was
it.
certainly very timely.
The skeptical look on Corvina's face tells it all.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our Legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village. There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
I'm here to get mages to close the breach.
Right, to business. I understand, of course. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
That was strange.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
The plot
Magister's
thickens.
son dropped that. Be cautious, Inquisitor. Family name is everything in Tevinter.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
We have found more questions than answers so far, my dear.
This guy?
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have the Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Useful.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Agent acquired. Nice.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the
Oh,
Inquisition.
not this again, this bug.
Tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
Tevinter's as big a threat as the Templars. You're better off with the Inquisition.
All right, talk to the back.
And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Yeah, talk to the back.
Of course.
I'm just going to check upstairs. I'm sure there's something to read. Of course. So much to read. I can't do it in this playthrough, though, unfortunately. Apologies.
Why?
Just what I heard.
Those terrors, really annoying creatures. So I guess I should head to the Chantry now and see what awaits me in the Chantry. This idiot.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe. Make us speed you, my child. Good day to you, my child.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make us feed you, my child.
I'm Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Farewell.
Walk with the Maker.
Redcliffe Village Chantry. No, it's Dorian. Cool.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Not these things. Of course it couldn't be that. Alright, for now, yeah, the tactical camera will be helpful, I think. Vivian. Or not. Indoors doesn't seem to work all that well. Time to smash. Hulk smash. Yes. Okay. No, we don't need anything more than that. We're okay at the moment. Just depends on what comes in next. Okay, what about Vivian? And I can try to disrupt. No, I need to get closer. There we go. Alright, maybe not closer. Okay, stun them. The fireworks begin. Where is the last one? Hell? Here we go.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the Mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
If there was a way to turn back time, the Dalish would have used it long ago.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
Why should I believe any of this?
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
I'm not afraid of Alexius.
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
The plot thickens. And does it thicken? Thick like thick broth. Some loot. Can loot the chantry. Dalish slasher. Seeing as I have no rogues in my party, it's largely irrelevant. But how do I get how do I get Dorian on my side? That's the question.
Do we believe that both Alexius' son and apprentice are turning on him? It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
Whatever we believe, something has clearly changed the rift in this region. I advise caution.
He just dropped from the sky.
Soon enough to put a stop to this foolishness, child. You'll see.
You're from the Inquisition?
Yes, Grandmother.
I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
Is that so hard to believe?
Everyone blames us. The Templars left the Chantry too. That's worse, isn't it? They took an oath. Yet everyone calls it the Mage Rebellion. We're the ones they hate. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to affect change.
Sometimes to achieve the world one desires, one must take regrettable measures. I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
Agreed.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Interesting.
Do you think the apostates are responsible for the things we saw? The walking corpses?
Thank you.
Alright, I think that's enough intrigue for now. I will leave it off for here, and I will see you, as usual, guys.
Thank the Maker you came.
Wait.
Tell me you're here to reinstate the Circles and end this madness.
I can claim this for the Inquisition, can't I? Wait, I have to investigate first.
I'm sorry. I didn't get your name.
Hanley Dervain of the Cumberland Circle of Magi. I heard of your miraculous survival at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and I am so honored to meet you.
I thought this was the stronghold of the rebellion. Why do you want the circles back?
I never supported this rebellion. I'm a loyal Ondrastian, and I deplore the chaos this war has wrought. The Templars rebelling, the murder of the Most Holy. I can scarce live with the guilt.
Then what are you doing in Redcliffe?
The Circles voted. Rebellion won out. What was I to do? Launch a counter-rebellion on my own? I followed my first Enchanter's lead, as I always have. She brought
Let me recruit him for the Inquisition.
I take it you don't support the Tevinters.
Ondrasti's ashes, never. They don't even sing the right chant. And they sacrifice children, don't they? I don't know how the Grand Enchanter could think of accepting their offer. You can get us out of this bargain, can't you? Before we're all shipped off to the Imperium like cattle.
I haven't seen anyone from Tevinter in the village.
They're all at the castle, plotting, no doubt.
Thank you for your time.
It's been an honor.
Make my mark. Okay, and we will leave it off now. And I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. The plot thickens, getting interesting, and in between I will do some grinding. So I'll see you guys next time, hopefully a bit more powerful. Take care.